Web designers or clients? Who's responsible for website policies? So your privacy policy, your terms and conditions, your cookie policy, all that stuff. Well, as with most things, there's a short answer and a longer answer. So let's get into it. First of all, I must say that this is not legal advice, and you probably shouldn't be getting legal advice from people on the internet anyway. The short answer is clients. The client is responsible for all the website policies on their website. So if a policy is out of date or it's not complying with all the laws it needs to comply with, it'll be the client who has to actually pay the fines associated with that. Now, that being said, that's not really the best way from a web designer's perspective to think about it. As a web designer, a good way to think about this is like a personal trainer relationship. So let's say you, the web designer, are the personal trainer, and I am a client, someone who has no idea what they're doing in the gym, which in this case is pretty accurate. As the personal trainer and as the client, trying to learn how to operate things in the gym, at the end of the day, it is my responsibility to stay safe. I will be paying the price if something goes wrong. It'll be my back. It'll be my, shoulder that gets messed up. So I will be paying the price ultimately. But I am also coming to you with a sense that I can trust you to make sure I get out of this safe. And depending on how I get injured, it kind of depends on whether or not I'm going to recommend you to my friends. I'm going to be happy with your service, right? So if you fail to inform me of all the dangers involved and don't teach me the correct technique, for example, and I get injured, then I, as the client, am going to put that blame on you. I'm not going to recommend you to other people. I'm going to leave a bad review, all that kind of stuff. I'll still be paying the price either way, but in this scenario, I will be blaming you. Now, if you've explained all of the dangers involved and you've given me all the tools I need to succeed, taught me the right technique, and I'm just like, I played racquetball in high school, I know how to do this lift, and I hurt myself, that's on me. And I will recognize that. It's like, I didn't listen. They warned me about this. That's my bad. And also, it's very common for waivers to be involved, right? You as the personal trainer will have me sign a waiver saying if something happens, it's on me, you're not to be blamed. And in a similar fashion, I recommend web designers do the same thing. So actually in the link that I will link in the description, a free waiver that we have at Termageddon. You don't have to use Termageddon to use the waiver. It's just something we offer web designers. It basically says, look, there's a bunch of privacy laws out there. There's 6 that went into effect last year. There's 3 more going into effect this year. And there's a good chance that one of these laws will apply to your website. As such, it's your responsibility to update your policies or risk getting fined. If you don't have an option already in place, we do recommend, obviously, Termageddon is a good option. We have a web agency partner program that basically gives agencies free setup policies for their own website. If you like it, use it for your clients. All that to say, web designers should really start treating their clients kind of like personal trainers do. You're the expert. Websites are what you do best. Clients will rely on you and your expertise in all things. So that includes the website policies. There are some scenarios where a web designer can be held responsible if policies are found to be non-compliant. This is basically when you sign a contract with a client and you say something like, I am responsible for the policies, or I will provide the policies needed. This happens more than you might think. A lot of web agencies and web designers might have a go-to template that they use. And because of that, they usually will say in their contract, like, policies are provided. Typically, if you can, try to avoid this as a web designer. You don't need to take on that extra risk if you don't have to. Well, I hope you guys found this helpful. We'll be doing more videos like this where we just answer really common questions that we get about website policies and privacy in general. So if you found this helpful, just let us know, and yeah, see you next time.